Uh, Welcome to the Rugby Bible Show. My name is Prince Shiva, your host as always. Today we're discussing a very important game. We're discussing Ireland versus the Springboks, otherwise known as South Africa. Um, it is a game between number one ranked team in the world, which is Ireland, versus second ranked team in the world, South Africa. We are the world champions. They are the Six Nation champion. They've also did very well against New Zealand last year. So this is a team that is really competent. That is Ireland. I'm talking about. So let's get straight to it. Style of rugby contrast, they play your running rugby. They very much like your old New Zealand. They move the ball around very quickly. They don't really sort of want to make it a brawl and spend time in the racks. The ball has to be very fast out, and then they have to try and spread it. And they don't really focus on playing on phases, as in delay phases. It's phases of high speed, high intensity from the first minute until the 80th minute. Um, from our side, we know our strength. I mean, we know our forward pack. We can compete with anyone in the world. The bomb squad effect. We have gone 7-1 split in terms of seven forwards and one backline player. Obviously, Kwaha Smith covers backline and covers the forwards because he used to play sevens rugby. So what I can say in short is that it's going to be an interesting chess game where we'll see who is going to come on top. But I'm very much confident that we could win this match, but we could also lose it. And another thing that we must look at is that Ireland is our bogey team. We have lost a lot of games against Ireland. Even last year in November, we lost against them. So I think it is essential. It's very important that we are 100% switched on for this one. In terms of uh, um, the lineouts, I think we're going to be competent there. In terms of the kicking game, Mani Limbok, in terms of the gaining advantage in terms of creating opportunities for Kirti Arense and also for Colby, that could work for us. But in terms of kicking and chasing, I don't see us doing that a lot. We're playing with Velemse, who is a maze runner. He wants to go in between, try to break the defensive line. So I don't expect us to kick a lot. And as such, if we kick for touch, maybe it will happen. It will happen if we want to go into their 10-meter line to try and use the rack and the mall and so forth. But um, it will be interesting. The fitness of these teams will play a huge role. One of the things I'm expecting to see is that we will see in the last 20 minutes the least fit team will suffer because of the kind of rugby Ireland plays. So South Africa will have to really ensure that we conserve our energy, we look after our energy, particularly in the first half. Last 20 minutes, we will have to be very sharp. But I think with the bomb squad coming in, maybe we will try and slow down the game and so forth. Um, this game is one game where I don't mind if we lose this game, honestly speaking. If we lose this game, we avoid to play the All Blacks in the quarterfinals. I don't think, even though we won it Twickenham about a couple of weeks back, I'm not a fan of playing against New Zealand. I think I would rather face the French in the quarterfinals. Yes, they are the host nation, just like Japan was the host nation um, a few years back. But I think with Anthony Dupont out for France, they lose a lot. They lose the aura, they lose the leadership. He's like little Napoleon. He is really a special kind of player that makes them have that extra edge. So for me, I would rather play the French rather than play the New Zealand, because New Zealand becomes a different animal when they play us. However, I'll still stick to my prediction and what I think is going to happen with this game. I think South Africa is going to win the match. We're going to win the match by at least 10 points. It's going to be very tight. It's going to be very difficult. But I think what's going to happen is that South Africans are going to win this match, and Ireland have to be very careful because they are number one, but they still have to play Scotland. And Scotland will be looking at that match thinking if Ireland comes bruised from the Springbok encounter, we have got a chance of causing an upset and knocking out the number one team in the world out of the World Cup. So Ireland are also really on a slippery slope because if they lose this game, then their game against Ireland becomes a knockout match immediately. It becomes their first quarterfinal before even the quarterfinals. So they are in a much bigger risk than we are because we're already taken care of Scotland, of which Tonga won't be an issue. So I think one will be really, I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen. Johnny Sexton is their talisman, captain, and one of the most experienced guys in their team. And this is the risk that many teams have. They don't have the depth that we have. If Johnny Sexton was to get injured for Ireland, they are half the team that they are. Same thing will happen now with France when Antoine Dupont got injured. They have lost that little extra edge. So with us, South Africa, we have got a big advantage that over the 4 years period or since the RC took over and Ninaber, we have managed to have a huge base of players to choose from. We have increased our pool and players that can compete, not just players that can come in and just add numbers, but players that can compete. And I think that is the advantage that we have. My prediction still stays to I think we will win this match by 10 points, at least 10 points. Anything between 10 points and I'll say 10 points to 5 points. Yeah, but around there. And if we were to lose to Ireland, it will be the same score. It will be difference of 5 to 10 points. And like I said, I don't think it will be a disaster for us to lose, but it will be a disaster for Ireland to lose because now the game is on for them against Scotland. Thank you for joining us, and we will continue giving you our views and our predictions. And this is the Weekender analysis coming from the Rugby Bible Show, hosted by your one and only Prince Shiva. I thank you. Bye.